Coming up tonight on Wildcast, a look at a recent ASUA Senate resolution and information on the changing future of our women's basketball team.
Plus, a recap of Arizona sports. Wildcast starts right now. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Tonight on Wildcast, I'm Trevor Shaughnessy.
And I'm Carly Siegel. The ASUA Senate passed a new resolution following elections from last week. The Secure Act resolution was proposed by Senator Arjan Full and makes clear calls to President Suresh Garamella as well as university administration. Through the resolution, the Senate aims to protect students' rights and privacy in regards to immigration enforcement on campus. They outlined steps they hope the university will take and provide a plan for ASUA themselves to use nonpartisan methods to display students' rights and resources online. This resolution was passed with a majority of the Senate vote and will be adopted in the near future.
The U of A, like many other colleges, is funded to do research largely in part of national funding. With the current freeze in the National Institutions of Health funds, students and staff question how it will affect the world of science. UATV3's Jacob Aries has more.
The University of Arizona is a public land-grant research university, which relies heavily on the National Institute of Health for funding. There is growing concern whether this funding freeze will delay innovation in the scientific research world. The National Institutes of Health, or NIH, is a primary agency in the United States government which is responsible for public health research and biomedical. Back in late January earlier this year, the current presidential administration implemented challenges around new grant approvals. Many of those have since been overturned by a federal judge. However, some aspects of the freeze are still in effect. The University of Arizona told labs on campus not to worry about the uncertainty of the situation.
I don't know the specifics of it, of exactly the conversations that were had, but in the short term, it was keep functioning as normal as we keep getting information, and we'll support however we need to.
This lab on campus studies nuclear magnetic resonance of proteins. They too currently rely on grants, both federal and private. Money is still coming in from the NIH, but the process for new money got more difficult. The NIH funding process was created to be as unbiased as possible. The process can take up to 20 months for approval. Although stressful, Wyatt and the team told me how they get by.
That's the best way I can describe it. We laugh together, we're there for each other when our experiments don't work, we celebrate together when things go well. I feel like we have a really good environment.
Research at the college level continues to remain important because it is the building ground for new researchers once they graduate. Institutions like U of A are able to invest in our future by training the next generation of the brightest minds. For UATV3, I'm Jacob Aries.
For the Arizona Athletics Department, it was announced on Saturday that Adia Barnes has accepted a new head coaching position at SMU. Barnes will be joining SMU for the 2025-2026 season, and she will leave this month. Arizona Athletic Director Desiree Reed-Francois released a statement shortly regarding Barnes stepping away from the program and what the future of Arizona women's basketball looks like. This will officially end the 9 seasons Adia Barnes has spent as the Arizona women's head coach for basketball, opening up the search for who will take her place.
Coming up after the break, we'll dive into recent discoveries by the College of Optical Sciences and take a look at the U of A Fashion Week market. Stay with us.
I'm Kate Condon, and you're watching UATV3.
This is Madeline Heinrich, and you're watching UATV3.
I'm Jaden Zelm.
I'm Demetra Alarcon.
I'm Carly Siegel.
I'm Delaney Penn.
I'm Gabby Rosenberg.
I'm Rachel.
My name's Simone.
I'm Isabella Will.
I'm Avery Klein.
I'm Joey Bernal Alonso.
And I'm Pablo Rojas.
And you're watching
Welcome back. eye tracking technology is crucial in virtual and augmented reality and is used for entertainment, medicine, and driver's assistance. Researchers at the University of Arizona's College of Optical Sciences have developed a groundbreaking eye tracking method using 3D imaging. This new technology discovery dramatically increases accuracy by analyzing thousands of more data points than current systems. With a patent pending, this U of A innovation promises a new era of robust and precise eye tracking.
The Made in Tucson Market is a celebration of community and connection where the bold visions of local artisans come to life to honor the authentic landscape of the Tucson desert and the unique communities who call it home. UATV3's Logan Kilmel has more on this event.
We're here in the Made in Tucson Market talking to different jewelry vendors and customers about what makes a booth stick out in this very competitive market.
It's competitive because there's a lot of awesome jewelry makers here. For me, I think my style is kind of Sonoran desert. I'm inspired by the colors of the desert, kind of pastel-y vibes, and obviously turquoise. Everything is my own unique design, and I think also I really enjoy the display part. I think part of running a business is also not just the product itself, but also how you display it. And I really like the visual kind of merchandising part of it too, and I think that's part of the appeal to people to come up and look at my stuff. I do have an Instagram, Skyline Jewelry on Instagram. I have to say I don't love doing the social media part of it because it's disruptive to the actual creative process for me. But right now I just have a website where I try to do SEO with keywords, and then I do post on Instagram. That's probably the only marketing I do right now.
I guess just bright colors, in a lot of different aspects of jewelry. They can be silver, they can be more bland, but it's I feel a lot of jewelry shops here, especially ones that you've been entering for, have been bright, bold, there's different aspects that are really, really cool.
The University of Arizona Fashion Week is featuring a small business market on campus, bringing together local and student-run business to celebrate creativity and entrepreneurship. The market offers a diverse selection of unique handmade and second-hand items. From trendy apparel to one-of-a-kind accessories, it's a great opportunity for students and visitors to discover fresh styles while supporting their peers. This event highlights the talent within the university community and contributes to the larger celebration of the University of Arizona Fashion Show, which kicked off this past Saturday.
Wow, there is so much talent on this campus. I feel like I learn about something new every day. It's crazy.
It's so true. It's like every other day I walk around the corner and see a great new talented individual, such as an amazing talented sportscaster, Jacob Aries, who you'll see later today.
Welcome back to Wildcast. I'm Jacob Aries, and I'll be catching you up on Arizona sports from the past week. Thanks for the lovely intro, Trevor. Arizona softball hosted a home series against Oklahoma State over the weekend. Wildcast Sports reporter Kate Condon was there with more.
Rita Hillenbrand Stadium has been nothing short of electric this season as the number 12 ranked Wildcats continue to showcase their talent. Over the weekend, Arizona faced off against Oklahoma State in a 3-game series. After losing the first game 2-4, the Cats had a walk-off 12-4 win on Saturday. Down 4-2 at the top of the third, Jenna Sniffen singled to right field to tie the game. In the fourth, Arizona scored 6 runs after a bases-loaded walk, a steal from Dakota Kennedy, and a grand slam from Sydney Stewart. This marked her 11th homer of the season. Head coach Caitlin Lowe spoke about the impact graduate student Miranda Stoddard had on the game.
She was dominant. Knew what she wanted to do. I thought she was, she wasn't throwing, she was pitching today very strategically. And that felt great. I thought Christian called a great game. I thought our defense played well behind her.
On Sunday, the Wildcats won again, shutting out the Cowgirls 3-0.
I feel like we just felt confident. I mean, even that first inning was just kind of silly stuff, and so we knew that we kind of just saw it as like a fluke, right? Like that happened, so we knew we were going to punch back, and we were under no impression that it would be an easy weekend this weekend.
The Arizona Wildcats have now improved their season to a record of 33-7 after their series win against Oklahoma State. They'll look to keep up this momentum in their series against Kansas next weekend. From UATV3, this is Kate Condon.
The men's Wildcat baseball team secured 2 wins over the weekend at the ASU Sun Devil Phoenix Municipal Field. On Sunday, the Wildcats opened up a 4-0 lead at the top of the 4th inning. However, ASU came into their own and then proceeded to hit absolute heat and dialed up the intensity. Over the next few innings, the Sun Devils scored a total of 8 runs. The Wildcats were unable to answer the call, which prevented them to complete an absolute sweep. Both schools share similar records and rankings in the Big 12. The Arizona schools are showing the conference that even in our first year, we mean business. The Gym Cats closed out their impressive season at the NCAA Regionals in Seattle over the weekend, achieving a total score of 196.250. The Gym Cats finished 4th against the competition. The Gym Cats kicked off their meet on the beam, scoring a solid 48.850, with Aislinn Fears leading the charge at 9.825, followed by strong performances from Tirza Wise and Elena Dietz. On floor, Arizona dazzled with a 49.300 featuring stellar routines from Elizabeth LaRusso, Fears, and back-to-back 9.90s from Emma Storm and Emily Mueller. The Gym Cats finished strong on bars with a 49.200 highlighted by Fears and from Abigail Martin, capping off on impressive team effort across all rotations. Special shout out to those seniors and thank you for representing us Wildcats. The Arizona men's tennis team dominated BYU on Senior Day, sweeping them in straight sets to extend their win streak. The Cats opened up with strong performance in doubles, taking all 3 matches and followed up with compelling singles victories from both veterans and emerging stars. Senior player Arthur Fogel led the charge, delivering a strong win in singles, while the entire team played with impressive focus and unity. This win was a testament to Arizona's depth and determination, and it sets them up for success in their final matches of the season. The University of Arizona women's tennis team delivered a dominant performance against number 37 TCU, securing a 4-2 victory on Senior Day. Marodi Castillo-Meza and Martina Ozagallo exhibited exceptional skills in their doubles match, pushing TCU's number 6 ranked pair to a 6-4 finish. In singles, Castillo-Mezas prevailed over with scores of 6-4, 3-6, and 6-4, demonstrating strategic play and resilience. Ostrigallo secured a set win of 6-4, 6-3, showcasing consistency, control throughout the match. This victory highlighted the team's determination and strategic play against a top-tier opponent. That's all I have for you. Be sure to catch the last of Wildcats with Trevor and Carly. This has been Jacob Aries with Sports.
I'll be right there.
Thanks, cameraman. You're my hero.
Welcome back. That's all we have for you on this week's Wildcast. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch all of our shows you may have missed. Once again, I'm Carly Siegel.
And I've been Trevor Shaughnessy. Be sure to tune in Wednesday for the starting lineup. Have a good night, and as always, bear down.